Hi, everyone. Adam Chernoff here for Covers.com, continuing on with looking at the most common sports betting myths. And in today's episode, looking at the ever popular Vegas knows sentiment. So, Vegas knows refers to the common tweets we see from prominent media personalities, bettors alike, and almost anyone in the sports betting space when we're all watching the primetime football game during the NFL season. There was a point spread set before the game. There's now 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. A team is driving, and whether or not they score is going to impact the point spread. And usually, this is an idea or a sentiment that comes up every single time we get the close game where people have the time to tweet about it and see it, especially when it is in an isolated time spot. What's interesting about this is there's this idea that behind the dark curtain in these sports books in Las Vegas, that there's people that know everything on how games are going to play out. And usually this is kind of used to alleviate the idea that we're really betting into some of the most efficient markets, and winning long-term in sports betting is extremely hard. And it kind of puts light in the air that there's somebody that is pulling the strings behind. Here to say that this just isn't true. When it comes to this Vegas knows sentiment, they don't know anything more than the best bettors know at the time those bettors were making their bets. We have to remember that in terms of an NFL game, there's a full week of betting to where sports bettors are able to correct the errors that Vegas and other sports books and odds makers alike made when they sent out the opening numbers. And when we get to a very tight point spread at close and the game comes down to the final couple of plays that ultimately impacts who wins and loses the point spread or the over-under, this is a reflection of thousands and thousands of bets being placed within the market to make the point spread or the total that much more efficient as the week goes on. And a good way to think about it is every bet that is made into any sports book anywhere in the world expresses information. So when a bettor makes a bet, especially as it's for a higher dollar value, there is information that is being given to the sportsbook. It is the sportsbook's job ultimately to try evaluate all this information as it comes in. And we'll see over the course of the week that lines move up and down, and they ultimately get to the right spot in most cases Sunday or Monday before games kick off. And when it's really tight like that, it's a reflection of just how good the information is from all of these bettors. And when you consider how many bettors are betting into NFL markets and how much information is being expressed and how much money is being put into these markets, almost every single thing is ultimately covered by the time that these point spreads get to close. And so when you're watching these games over the course of the NFL season and you're thinking to yourself, damn, like Vegas really knew this one, there must be something going on. It's not that at all. This is just a reflection of how good a lot of sports bettors ultimately are, and how a market that's open for a week and something as popular as the NFL is able to take in all of the information and get to a really good point at the closing line. So no, Vegas does not know how every single game is going to play out. They only know as much as the best bettors know. And when we see these tight decisions late, it's a reflection of just how efficient some of these sports betting markets can ultimately be.